Just
chances of that happening are relatively small.
1 in 400. Actually, no, 1 in 20. It's 1 in 20.
Well, it's 1 in 20 that they will roll double. It's 6 in 400 that it would be that they roll doubles on one that you guys are protecting.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Becca just dropped something. I don't know what that was.
Is Becca talking? Because I can't hear her at all.
No, she just disappeared.
Okay. I felt like there was half a conversation going on, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing somebody.
No, Becca just dropped something.
Spilling of coffee, I'm gonna guess.
Probably. Let's get all of my notes up and running.
So with the delay, like the choppiness of Google Video, the fan in Chester's room is just hypnotizing.
Ooh.
It's interesting. I don't really have a delay on anyone.
No, the frame rate in Google Hangouts is, it makes Chester's fan hypnotized. It's not so much a delay as much as
it's the frame rate. It's the
Okay.
I think I'm
Google
definitely...
Hangouts is like 15 frames per second. So in general, like when you're talking to other human beings, you'll never. I'm trying to figure out a good placement. In general, you'll never have a human will never. It never comes up as bad for talking to other people. But anything that moves fast, like a fan, is when you notice that the frame rate isn't exactly great in Google Hangouts.
it also makes the cool optical illusion where it's
I
like
don't have
looks
audio
like
from
it's
Tucker.
switching its spin direction. You don't have audio
I
at all?
have Scott.
Can you hear me, Chester?
I can hear Chris.
Can you hear me?
Apparently not.
You hear Becca?
No, I only have Scott and Chris audio.
Oh, that's really weird.
That is really weird.
I'm gonna try to leave Roll20 and come back.
All of us have you.
I guess.
All of us have you except Chester. Becca.
Okay, so it's a Chester thing.
Yeah.
I'll go out and try and come back in again. Maybe it's me.
No? I honestly, I think it is, but I don't know if that's going to help.
Well, worth a shot. I'll be back.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start, and then I'll catch Chester up. So, when last we left you guys, after losing track of the caravan leader.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Howdy.
Now, I see Tucker playing Kung Fu Mouth, but no audio has followed.
I'm sorry.
Can everyone
Chester.
else hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can.
Does that improve?
I don't know. Can you hear us now?
No.
Can you?
Chester.
Lame sauce.
Weird.
I don't know. Okay. Chester, can you hear me? Apparently not.
Chester, can you hear anybody?
Can you hear me, Chester?
Well, fudge monkeys.
But we can try Discord.
We could.
You want to try Discord?
Sure.
I think if we do Discord, though, we should do it without video at all. Just because when you go back and you look at the video on XSplit, it tends to just show the Discord and doesn't show the maps or anything.
Okay.
So if we do Discord, I think we should do audio only.
Well, are we using the maps today?
No. Well, we might be using the city map.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, maybe we should use Discord video. I guess it doesn't really matter.
All right.
Okay, switching to Discord.
Hello.
Hello. I think this is the right channel, right?
I believe so. Oh no.
What?
Why am I getting feedback? Why can I hear myself? Shit. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can I hear myself? Can I hear myself? All right.
Oh, we're in. Which one are we in? We in the wrong chat function?
Maybe.
Yeah, we're in the Sun Puppies one.
All right, well, leave and go to the other one. Is it this one? We have too many channels. Don't. Okay. All right. Why can I still hear the sound going?
Because not everybody has answered, maybe?
No. I'll be right back. Is it my computer or someone else that's still ringing?
I mean, I hear it across my speakers, but I don't know if it's me.
I hear it too. Oh, it's up. Up. It's gone. Everybody's gone.
I'm still here.
Yeah, just me and you.
I'm here if you can hear me.
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you, James.
So mine continued ringing after I quit out.
Okay.
Did that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's still going.
Fuck.
I'm gonna try something. It's gonna be a good time.
Chester's just bad luck.
I thought this task.
There we go. Discord still doesn't want to work on the computer.
Well, that's interesting.
Bloody hell.
How is that a thing?
Oh.
There's something weird going on with Discord. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, so I quit Discord and I reloaded it, and it automatically connected as soon as Discord came back up from loading the program. But I have a single window in the bottom right with just a picture of Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
I can't make the window bigger. Like, you guys literally just have like a little thumbnail on the bottom right hand of the Discord main screen. Turn on screen? No, I don't want to turn on screen share. I just want you to be my screen. Oh, there we go. Hello. I see people.
Yay!
Can you hear us?
Are they dead people?
I hear two of you at least. I can see Tucker, but I don't hear him. And there's a, soldier-looking dude there for James.
Does anyone hear me now?
Yeah.
I hear you now. Oh, there's James's finger. Hello, James's finger.
So when you have push to talk on, it still works on video. So that's weird.
Scott's trying to find our chat window.
Okay, good. It wasn't just me, because the first time coming in, like, it wasn't showing up and it was ringing, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
Well, when Scott first went in, we just jumped into the actual voice channel.
Yeah. So
We were
when
both in
Scott
there.
started it, he, I think, started the Sun Puppies channel. Not entirely sure. I've got too many direct messages with multiple people in the message to... There's a smiley finger in James's window. I don't know what to think about that.
It's James. What are you talking about?
Alright. Da-da-da-da.
I think the finger can GM.
Copied. Paste.
Keep rolling, Chester. You'll hit eventually.
I'm just trying to set up my roles, but yeah, they are all abysmal.
Got it.
Yay!
Hello?
I can hear you.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Hello?
Yep, I can hear
Hey.
you.
Okay.
We can't see you, but that might be by design.
Yeah, that's kind of design. Who's sticking their finger up? And is that James?
Yeah, that's James.
Oh, you made him sad. He left.
Alright.
Okay. Now we can begin. Okay. So when last we left you guys. Hello?
What
Hello?
was that?
That was weird.
Yep.
Damn it.
Alright, when last we left us...
When last we left you guys, I just lost James.
I'm still here. I'm just trying to rearrange the phone so you're not looking straight up my nostrils.
Okay. So when last we left you guys, you had managed to lose the leader of your caravan. getting him killed by some gnolls.
We didn't lose him. We know exactly where he is.
And we don't know he's dead.
Yeah, he
Uh
was fine when we left.
huh. He's just strung up over a fire pit.
And he got
Just
tossed
chilling
into the
with some-
tent.
He looks
Mhm.
chilly. They're keeping him warm.
It is pretty cold. So, however, after dealing with the short-term ramifications of that little incident, you guys pressed on, headed towards Malys, and as you camped for the night, after a series of interesting D20 rolls, you managed to get ambushed by two large, for lack of a better term, dogs that are currently surrounding your encampment. I should mention, because you were setting up for camp at the end of the night, your paladin is in a state of basically half her armor is on. So anyone with, except for the person standing watch, which I believe was James's character.
Yep.
Actually, no, it was mine because it was my fantastic one that caused
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. So Tucker's characters would still have their armor on. The rest of you were settling in for the night. They are attacking your caravan now. I will have you be able to give your allies orders before I roll the first set of d20s for which wagons they attack.
Chef Scratches and Scout, please go protect the war orphan carriage.
Okay, so the war orphan carriage is number 15. So wagon 15 is protected. Who's next?
I'm choosing number 1. We don't need to lose another leader.
Okay. Tucker?
So I still got to protect the family in number 2 because that kid's the only one I made friends with.
Okay.
Uh,
So 1, 2, and 15 are protected right now. Okay, James?
My boys will go protect the gold.
Okay, so 19. Chester, I know you don't really know anybody around here.
Yeah, barring any off-scene motivations that I don't know about, I would probably follow the lead to protect the gold.
Okay, so you don't have to double up protecting the gold. The next wealthiest person would be the merchant. Would be Macklin, which is Caravan 9, which is Wagon 9.
Then we'll go to that one.
Okay, so the scoundrel's protected. Okay. And then
just
I
checking,
think-
since this is happening at night, are the wagons in a circle?
yeah. Very much in a circle. They're actually like surrounding your like a central like cooking area.
So in that case, I don't really care so much about the wagons, but the people, which are probably in the center.
Well, the people are settling in their wagons for the night, which are it's so yeah. If how to say this, because of the way, honestly, mechanically it works out, they've already kind of started settling. They sleep in their wagons because that's where they have these little furnace stones that I mentioned actually to you earlier. that keep them fairly warm and how freezing cold it is at night. The fire pit at this point is only really and anyone on watch would actually have a smaller version of these things like in their pocket to keep them freezing to death at night.
Okay. In that case, I'm leading my people out of their wagons into the center of the wagon.
Okay. I'll still count that as you're moving them, but
said wagon.
yeah. And then so Shayna's character, I'm guessing, would protect the one with the most people in it, which is going to be wagon 7. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and roll these first 2 dice. So the first wagon that starts getting attacked is 17, which was not protected. So you watch as the widow Matsuko Deashandin, that's the name, and her 4 hobgoblin children just get eviscerated by one of these devil dogs. Like it just comes in and just smashes the tent. You watch the children like fling out like rag dolls as the widow gets flung into the air and then gobbled in one snapping of the jaws from one of these things. Next one. 19. It goes after your gold, but your some forethought is able to keep the devil dog at bay. And that will bring us now to that will bring us actually to you guys' turns. What do you want to do? So right now, you have your allies kind of protecting people, and then you have these 2 very large, they're about 20 feet long, covered in muscle, huge snapping claws. One of them just ate a poor woman and sent her 4 children flying.
Yep.
There's rebels in the tent.
Can I get close enough to one to... I don't know how effective poison's going to be, but I'm going to try poison spray against one.
Okay.
Right, so...
That's a con save, right?
Yes, it's a con save.
Yep. 22?
Nope. It's ineffective then, so...
Okay. It kind of winces a little bit as you spray this cloud of poison into it, but it shakes it off, doesn't seem to affect it at all. Okay. Chester?
Our wagon's not presently being attacked. I'm probably still going to maintain a vigil around it because...
So, from my understanding, your
You are
character...
protected to...
From my understanding, your character can still do something and your followers will still protect that caravan.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, how far away is that evisceration happening?
It's a circle, so I would say it's within like 30 feet of you.
Then, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and...
These aren't standard turns. All this stuff is kind of happening. They're darting in and out, but I'm not going to make you...
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and Jocko kind of drops into a cool martial artsy pose and his arms twist and 2 giant fists of stone kind of lash up out of the earth and take some swings at the devil dogs. That's my action and my bonus action.
So those are your rolls, 13 and a 21?
Yes,
Okay, so
2 attacks.
the 13 doesn't even phase it. It manages to jump out of the way of the elemental strike. But as it does that, the other one comes up and just smashes him right in the face. It yelps a little bit, but it's still standing.
Cool. That takes my
Chris?
action and my bonus action. So.
Okay. Chris?
I'm going to hit one with Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, that's a wisdom save.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure 10's a failure.
Yep. It takes 13 points of damage, and it has to use its reaction immediately to run away.
At which point it does. These things are quick. It moves 50 feet away and is darting back into the darkness a little bit. James? James? James can't hear me.
No,
I can't hear James. Say that again, James.
I'm gonna hit the other one with Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
James,
Pretty sure 19.
Sorry, James.
just
You
lost.
keep cutting in and out.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure 19 beats your spell save DC.
That saves.
Okay. Tucker? Tucker?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just being dumb. So, trying to get people in, sending my people to call for that,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to cast a major image on the already attacked. Actually, just behind the attacked wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And basically make an illusionary wall of fire between the two adjacent wagons to at least make it look like I plugged up the hole.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so let me roll something real quick. Oh yeah. The one that was still around is terrified of fire. And as soon as that comes up, its eyes go wide and like howls. It looks actually like stunned. It doesn't run away, but it's like backing up slowly. So one is too far away to attack this round. The other one is basically frozen in terror. So they don't get to go again this turn.
Okay.
However, the one that was backed up is on its way back. So, Becca?
Yeah, I will attack the one that... I'm guessing the one that's next to me is the one that's terrified and didn't run.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and try to stab it.
Okay, you have advantage on this. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
You'd have two. Yeah, no, you don't.
I don't
You're
have two
level.
attacks yet. That's... I stab at thee and totally miss.
Okay. Chester.
I'm gonna go ahead and continue. Basically, this guy looks like he's shadow boxing thin air, but the earth is literally erupting in mirror to his actions to attack these things from a distance.
Okay, you have advantage on these attacks.
Cool.
20 hits.
Yeah, it's the only one.
Yeah. So 6 more points of bludgeoning damage on this stunned one. Strikes him in the face. Chris.
I'm going to. One of them still coming. Is the other one still coming back, or?
Yeah, the other one's still coming back. Although it's not moving all that quick because it's trying to not go towards that fire. I will say that fire is also protecting Van's the 18 and because you plugged the where 17 was, so it'll be protecting the wagons at 18 and at 16 because they're not going to get anywhere near that fire.
All right, I'm going to use vicious mockery on the closest one to me.
Okay. That's a wisdom save, right?
Yep.
Nat 20.
Yep.
James.
I don't think James can hear us.
I don't think you can. Tucker, what are you doing while James try to get?
Can't hear you.
And can't hear you.
I
I can't hear Tucker.
Push button, Tucker.
I will reach out my hand towards the nearest one that I have line of sight on, and a talon will fly out, and as it flies out, like disembodied, the skin will slough off and it will be just a bony talon, and I'm going to try to ghost touch it.
I don't know what that does, but okay. You have to make a save.
It's an attack roll.
Okay. That definitely hits.
So it's 6 points of necrotic damage, and it can't heal until the next turn.
Okay. So it's actually back. It's gonna try to make its intelligence save again to not stun. Give me a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, it's no longer stunned. So let's figure out who they're attacking this turn.
Do I get
First
an
one.
opportunity attack if it moves away from me?
Yes, you do. Number 9, I don't think was protected.
No,
However,
Chester's protecting it.
oh yeah, number 9. It tries to go after the merchant, and your folks are preventing it from attacking. The other one, 12. Okay. Miriam as. Okay, so you see a. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. You see a miner, like you see Miriam, who's an old miner. She comes out and tries to attack it with a pick, like it's trying to fend it off from a pickaxe, It snaps onto her and basically bites her in half. But as this, you also hear a scream from inside the tent, and then this black winged creature just comes flying out and latches onto one of these things' eyes, and is just like biting the ever crap out of it. It's about the size of a house cat, but it's pitch black with curved forward horns and wings.
That sounds
Acid dripping from its mouth.
like... What the hell is that?
And so it's back up to your guys' turn.
Okay, I will try to attack the one that's the most damaged.
That's technically that's actually the one that's getting attacked by the creature because it just took a shit ton of damage from that thing. But there's that one seems occupied, we'll say.
All right, so you're in that case.
The one you've been attacking is not that one.
All right. And if I move away from the one I've been attacking, it would get an opportunity attack, right?
Well, it moved away from you, so you would have gotten an opportunity attack against it.
Oh, well, that would be my opportunity attack.
Would you miss?
Which I miss, and then I'm going to go after the one that's more damaged.
Okay, so the one that's being...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
16?
That is able to pierce through its hide.
Yay!
Now that you can kind of see what's up against, it looks like a very small black dragon is eating away at this thing's face.
Cool. I think I'm going to go ahead and smite.
Okay.
Can I? Yes. Expend one spell slot to do 2d8 extra radiant damage, plus 1d8 for... And these are not undead or fiends, so... Should hopefully be
They're
able
not?
to... Are they?
They are.
Oh, well, then it's going to be 3d8 extra radiant damage. So that plus 16 total.
Okay. It yips in absolute pain.
Yay!
It still trying to fight whatever this thing is on its eye off.
Okay.
Chester.
Since I'm still putting my sheet together over here, I'm gonna continue with the earth strikes.
Okay. The 14 misses, the 18 hits.
Roger, Dodger.
It just gets out of the way. Which one are you attacking? Are you attacking the one?
The same one that I've been hitting, which I think was the one that had done the eviscerating off the bat.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it flinches. It's kind of edging around, still trying to avoid the fire, but it looks like it really hasn't taken too much to back up. Chris?
Where's the one that's farthest away?
The one that would be furthest away would be the one that suddenly just had two stone fists hit it in the face.
Is it away from people though?
It can make an attack this turn. It can charge this turn.
I'm going to try to cast sleep on it, but I'm trying to make it to where the circle is not hitting anybody in our group.
Okay, go ahead and roll. You can easily do that. Go ahead and roll HP.
24?
Nope. It has more HP than that.
All right.
It just kind of shakes off the sleeping powder. James?
I'm gonna hit the one he just went for with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. It manages to just barely leap out of the way of the stream of eldritch energy flying at it. And Tucker.
You're muted again.
Maintaining concentration on my spell, I'm going to load my crossbow and take a shot at the one that got hit with the stone fist.
Okay. No.
I miss.
Yeah. Miss. Okay. The one fighting the one with the weird black dragon attached to its face is going to attack the black dragon. Not 1d0. Dang it.
Pretty sure that's wrong.
Not 12 d0s.
Plus 9.
19. Okay.
19. Weirdly, it can't. The bite doesn't really work because it's on its face, but it'll make its 2 claw attacks against it too. That definitely hits. Yeah. So it kind of does a snapping motion at the thing attached to its face, and it can't really get a hold on it, but it makes 2 bites at it and is able to claw into this thing. For 25 points of damage, and then this thing has to make Constitution saving throws. Okay, so the first one hits into it, and it flinches a little bit. The other one rakes across it, and now this whatever is on it is now like bleeding this like black ichor from its body. It seems to be hurt pretty badly, but it's still latched on there. And then the other one will make its attack. Let me roll it. Thing. 9. Wow, it really wants this merchant, but thanks to Chester's group, they're able to fight it off. And then we'll go. Okay. This black dragon thing like rips an eye off of this devil dog and backs off, and the devil dog, and you actually can see the devil dog is starting to turn away and like limp off to the darkness.
Okay.
It's now Becca, your turn.
All right. This tiny black dragon thing. Does it look like it's going to go after the other devil dog, or is it?
No, it looks like it's going to go back to its wagon.
All right. I will go after the remaining devil dog then.
Okay.
I'll check in on that creature later, if it's still around. 13 to hit?
No.
Damn. Okay. Oh shit! I wanted to actually throw the thingy.
What thingy?
The Molotov cocktail, not stab it.
Okay.
That probably still doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. Well, if you throw the cocktail, that's a dex save from it, not.
Oh, okay. So I shouldn't have rolled. Yeah, I wanted to throw one of the Molotov cocktails at it.
Okay.
I was afraid I was going to hit one of the wagons or something with that roll.
Okay. It doesn't take the full brunt, so go ahead and roll a d6. Well, it has vulnerability to fire, so technically you'd roll 1d6, and then
4?
it made it save. Yeah, but it cancels out. So it takes 4 points of fire damage, and just kind of winces a little bit. Chester, you're up.
I'll probably. So mine is still there, right?
Yeah.
Then, yep, it's not going to relent. I'm just going to keep striking this thing with pillars of earth until it decides to run off as well.
Okay. Well, you hit it twice this time. They're kind of like glancing blows against its ear, but it's. I will say it's starting to notice that its companion has run off. Chris, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to come up alongside the one that Chester's hitting on, and I'm going to hit it with my rapier.
Okay, go ahead and roll. That does hit. Barely.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Okay, so you hit it in the foot a little bit. It's not the weakest part of its body, but James.
I'm gonna hit it with magic.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the 3d4. It's 3, right? 3 missiles?
3d4 plus 3.
Yeah. So these darts of force just smash it into the face. It actually is starting to like look around, assess its surroundings, sees one of the bodies of the dead hobgoblin children, eyes it hungrily. It is now Tucker's turn.
I'm going to run into Wagon 9 and try to figure out what's attracting devil dogs.
Okay, so when you run into Wagon 9, you see the merchant's goods spread out everywhere. He's cowered in a corner. Please save me. I'll pay you anything. I'll pay you anything.
You muted yourself.
I nod. I put out my hand, but I look around, figure out if I can see something that would be attracting a devil dog.
Okay. I mean, you can roll the investigation. There's literally nothing in here because I just keep rolling. I'll let you get an investigation of what you actually spot in here. It's now its turn, and yeah, it grabs one of the Tomeo's body, the oldest of the hobgoblin children, in its mouth and scampers off into the darkness.
Okay. I'm gonna go check on the little black dragon and see if it needs assistance.
You pop your head into that wagon. No one's in there. You saw Miriam get bisected, so you see half of Miriam's body.
Right.
But you don't see Anala or Anala and Miriam's adopted child, Aja, adopted dragonborn child, Aja.
Just gone?
Yeah, they're gone.
Alright. I will take a walk around the camp and check in on each of the wagons. And then start working on burying the bodies of those that just died.
Okay.
That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I don't know. The description that Scott was using was pretty terrible.
Yeah, that was pretty horrifying.
It's like if I wasn't so desensitized from what James did in the Sun Puppies campaign, I probably would feel worse about this. But
Oh yeah, fuck.
We did lose multiple children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But more importantly, what is in this merchant's caravan? Because I did roll a 19.
Okay. So
And this game's about loot.
so it's mostly it's mundane items, but you see some paintings, some jewels. He's actually pretty well off. All told, you would say that in this wagon alone was about 1,000 gold worth of various trinkets and like art.
Any incense?
Incense?
Yes, incense.
No.
Any pearls?
Yes. There is a necklace. Each pearl alone, I would say. So there's a string of pearls, which is probably the whole necklace would be worth about 75 gold. However, there is a pearl pendant where the single pearl alone would be worth 100 gold.
Well, he said anything, so I take that pearl pendant.
Okay.
I would like to check Miriam's wagon at some point to see if there's anything salvageable.
There's plenty of stuff in there. Like the only things missing is the child and Nala. You see a lot of mining equipment, honestly. Pickaxes, shovels, pans. Like they were there to prospect. So surveyors equipment. You actually see a lot of surveyors equipment.
Okay, but the wagon itself is damaged where it's not going to be able to be used,
No,
right?
the wagon's fine.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will.
This is the one where like the dog actually like stuck its head in there and.
Right. I will request Scratches and Scout to actually take care of this wagon.
Okay.
The following day. Like, we'll still take it with us in case we can sell it or something.
Okay. I will say it does take a while for the camp to settle down. Specifically, like you lost a few oxen during that fight too. I didn't really get into it because I don't think anyone really cares.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes a while actually to get all the horses and all the oxen to settle down.
Yeah.
Unless somebody stops him, which might happen because he's going to do it very obviously. I will take any like food or like useful traveling stuff out of the expired wagons and give them to the poor family in wagon 2.
Okay. No one really stops you. The Sister Asvoria actually asked if she could have some for the orphans as well.
Sister Asporia, I believe there's some supplies in this wagon, and I'll actually take some of Miriam's food and whatnot and bring them to the orphans.
You do see once he stops shitting himself, Macklin starts like scouring around the wreckage of Dashyonden's wagon, the widow's wagon, and starts like seeing if there's like he gets like parts and things like that from that wreckage.
Okay.
And starts trying his best to like poke his head into Miriam's wagon to see if there's anything that he can
Oh no,
sell.
shoo him away from Miriam's wagon.
Otherwise, I mean, it's a long night, but you get everything together, and are getting ready to head out for the next day. So you guys still have 4 more days to get to Malys.
Lovely.
Yep. All right. We proceed out the following day.
Okay. Can I get a survival check? I'm assuming Scout is still doing his thing.
Yep.
Or her thing. Sorry,
Her
because I'm doing that.
thing, and she had a +4, so 18.
It's a pretty boring day.
Yay.
Watches. Roll.
Okay. I don't remember who had first watch.
Tucker did.
Tucker did. Okay.
It was my whole stupid no dark vision again team.
And nothing really happens. It's a fine roll. Your DC's got reset after that mess, so
Okay.
it's not nearly.
I think it's my watch next.
Yeah.
16.
And
I head
what is
after
it,
that.
James? Yeah, James.
What are the watch checks again?
Survival check.
Got it.
Yeah, Chester, who are your followers? Because
Oh yeah, we haven't gone over.
Go.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do you want me to go
Stand
ahead?
by.
All right, let's hear Chester's followers while Scott figures out what happened.
All right, so I'll start actually with my main. Am I echoing? Seems a little weird. So my main got described last week, but he is very wrapped up like desert nomadic, so you really can't see a whole lot of him. But he is a half elf of the ash variety, so he's kind of local. He does have the glowing tattoos. If for some reason someone was able to see him when he's not completely garbed up, but he's pretty well covered. His followers, he has what looks like a metallic golem-like figure, which is a warforged named Athenium, who is very studious. There is another ash elf with him named Spite. The two of them do a lot of sparring first thing in the morning. There is something that is not of this world. If any of you would happen to know what a Githyanki is, he has a Githyanki with him. And a hobgoblin sorcerer.
Okay.
And the hobgoblin sorcerer is definitely from the Empire and is wearing lots of reds and gold.
Okay. For your character's information, Zashi Mayanti, her tattoos are displayed prominently on her left arm. She doesn't hide them at all.
I don't know. Did you guys
You're
give
about to receive an SMS. Can you give me that token number?
Sure.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. It is 759 5589.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, first I need somebody to roll a d20 for me.
Someone besides me.
9.
Okay. Right, so it's the merchant that's in trouble. What is with you guys and Macklin?
I don't know.
What is he hiding?
So
The dice. Gods demand his blood.
Yes.
Okay, so you hear a blood-curdling scream, James, coming from just beyond the next ridge. You recognize it as Macklin. And I need you to roll a 1. Can you roll a 1d8 for me, please? Okay. See what you guys. Okay. You also hear a giant thud. Come here, booming. Come here, little dwarf man. Olag needs to eat you. Boom, boom, boom.
Smeagol.
Oh. Anyone else probably wakes up from actually the thundering.
All right. I will roll out of my bed and go to James's group and ask what the hell's going on. And then go investigate the thudding sound.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get up and be like, I can't get any sleep with all this thumping.
So, as I run out, what do I see as I go investigate?
So peeking over the crest of this hill is this balding head. I'll say it's near dawn, so it's starting to lighten a little bit. And one eye on this head. It's judging. It's about 22 feet tall, whatever you're looking at. One single eye, and he seems to be chasing after something low to the ground.
All right.
He also has some type of chain wrapped around his arm that seems to be attached to something else that's moving around down there.
He's got a chain attached to his arm.
Walking his dog.
And
it looks like a leash, basically.
All right. I will call out to. Why do I want to say Declan? His name's not Declan, right? Macklin. And tell him to swerve back towards the camp. And I'm going to call out to the Cyclops. I don't know exactly how I want to say it, but basically tell him to leave my tiny...
Ah, crap. I just lost all of you guys.
You did? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, I'll wait.
Wow.
Sorry, I lost you. What do you want to do?
I want to call out to the Cyclops and basically tell him to leave Macklin alone.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check, I guess.
Okay. I think I'm okay.
This is to see if he can even hear you.
Okay. Persuasion? Alright.
Uh-huh.
21?
Okay, yeah, he turns his like, huh? Oh, more food.
We
And
are
he starts
not
stomping.
We are not food. We are a dangerous group and you should definitely run away.
Come on, Spot. Let's go. There's more food over here. And he started beelining towards you guys. You also see, as he crests over the hill, yeah, it's a Cyclops, obviously. And then at the other end of the chain is basically the biggest hyena you have ever seen in your life.
All right.
It is about 10 feet long. Its shoulders would go up to your head.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can scare the hyena with a Molotov cocktail to the face.
Does anyone else want to do anything? Just let
Just
Paladin.
checking. What did we do with our dead from the last fight the day before?
Buried him.
Buried him. Becky's character buried him. Chester, you want to do any, or does anyone else want to do anything?
I'm going to hit him with dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Daco's probably gonna like walk over and slightly circling off around one of the sides, but isn't directly jumping in just yet.
Oh, yay!
Is that
So,
straight?
yeah, a save of 0.
Is that for the dissonant whispers or for the Molotov cocktail?
For the dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
5.
Oh, my head! And he actually starts like clutching his head, starts running the other way, dragging his giant hyena behind him. Molotov, go ahead, and then a dex save for the Molotov cocktail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll damage. Food is mean, and starts like. What's Whistler doing?
How big is the chain?
How big is the chain? I would say it extends 20 feet.
Okay, let me rephrase that. How wide is the chain?
I'd say each link are, I don't know, like 3 inches long.
I'm going to try to mage hand the collar on the hyena. Let's see if I can't let the hyena go.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sorry, I have to delete a whole bunch of P's because that's what my push to talk button is, and it keeps writing into the other thing.
Nice.
Yeah, no, your mage hand is like fumbling around on a collar. It's not even. And James, you doing anything?
I'm gonna try to put Eldritch Blast in his back when he tries.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack for me.
I'm rolling amazingly today.
Yeah. Goes wide over his shoulder. Surprisingly hard to hit for a creature this freaking huge.
Not bad shot.
Okay. So yeah, I would say, go ahead and give me initiative checks from all of you guys, because
Oh, sure. Now I roll an at 20.
okay. So pretty much he's going last. So you guys get another turn. Oh, I have to roll for his hyena too, though. Oh, this is much better. But the hyena gets a 15. Okay, so Zashi, you're up first.
Alright, so they're kind of running away still, right?
Well, the Cyclops is the hyena is actually kind of struggling against running away.
Alright. I'll throw another Molotov cocktail at the hyena to try to convince it to run away.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Or no, that's me. Sorry.
It's okay.
It manages to kind of skip out of the way. Go ahead and roll, but it's going to take half damage. It yelps a little bit as it takes 2 points of fire damage. Who's next?
I think the hyena is.
Yeah, the hyena is next. The hyena is going to try to make a strength check against the Cyclops to break free. So we'll do the hyena first. Be good. Let's do the Cyclops. Yeah. Despite how strong the Cyclops is, but with him like gripping his head from the dissonant whispers, the hyena is able to break free. So now you have this hyena with a collar with this basically 25-foot chain dragging behind him as it's barreling towards your encampment.
Oh, joy.
But so it used its action to break free. It uses its 50 feet of movement. It's basically right on Tazashi right now at this point. Oh crap, and I just dropped it. Okay. And so let's see who's next. It should be somebody rolled a 10.
That'd be me.
Okay. So what do you want to do, Chris?
Oh. Is the Cyclops still running away?
He will be. It was your spell, so you know he's going to. He's no longer compelled to run away.
All right. I'm going to hit the Cyclops with a vicious mockery.
Okay. You roll damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
1. And I'm going to use my bonus action to give Zashi Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and then there was an 8, I think.
Actually, Scotty, I got a 12.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. So,
How far is Declan still there with us?
Macklin?
Yeah, Macklin.
Yeah, Macklin is running towards you guys right now.
Okay. Is he wearing armor?
Not really. It's more like robes. You've interacted enough that he wears a chain shirt underneath all of it.
Oh, okay. That's what I needed to know.
Okay. You doing anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the chain.
With your mage hand?
No. I'm gonna cast half-life. Sorry, actually, I'm gonna cast false life on myself, and then I'm gonna grab the end of that chain.
Okay. Are you just grabbing the chain, or are you going to try to stop the hyena?
Well, okay. So here's the thing. His plan is to stop the hyena, but we both know he's not stopping this hyena.
Give me a strength check, anyways, please.
Well then.
You
Okay.
muted yourself again, Tucker.
As good as that strength check is, I only weigh like 105 pounds.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm just checking something. Give me a second.
You're just like flying through the air now.
Okay. So here's the thing. You grab onto the chain, you only weigh so much. But with your like leverage and just like there's boulders and stuff around here, you manage to basically work as a counterweight and accidentally wrap the chain around a boulder with like as you're getting drugged behind this thing. So you actually do stop the hyena. It's not going to last very long, and you're still holding on to this freaking chain. So when it escapes, you're going to have some problems. But I will count the hyena as restrained until your next turn.
Well, grapple probably, right?
Yeah, sorry, grappled. So its speed is technically 0.
Awesome.
Great. Okay, so who's next? So who is the next initiative? Should be either Chester or James. James had a 4. Chester.
Don't even remember.
Yeah,
just
you're
pretend.
right.
So that one that is currently halted,
Mm-hmm.
Daco is actually going to go ahead and run up to it and perform a single elemental strike. So kind of like a spinning kick that lifts up a stone, and the stone is between its foot and the creature. So it's just the one, so it's just the 13.
Yeah.
And then, did that hit?
Yeah, that hit.
Okay, so then he's going to use a key ability to activate Grasping Earth.
Which does?
I'm trying to make it paste. Why isn't it? Sorry, I'm trying to make all this stuff fit into an interesting character sheet, so I'll just come over here and paste it manually. Oh, there we go. It was asking me for a level. Sure.
Okay, so it has to make a strength saving throw.
Yes.
What's your spell save DC?
That is 13.
Yeah, it makes it. It's still a giant dog. It's still pretty strong. So it just kind of does, like as it's straining against this chain, it sloughs off the earth. Now it's James's turn.
I'm gonna try to Ray of Frost the.
Okay. That's a spell attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. That hits.
Sweet. 3 points of damage, and its speed is slowed by 10 feet.
Okay. Technically, it now has a negative 10-foot speed because grappling reduces it to 0. So,
Dog pile.
so 4 plus.
Wait, kill the Cyclops' pet.
Okay. It's looking hurt. It's not looking like as close to death, though. You've dealt some damage to it, but it's not close to death. It is now the Cyclops' turn. How fast is the Cyclops? No, not very fast. The Cyclops starts drundling forward to it, just like, Spot, come here, boy, stay. And he's running forward, but he's not particularly fast. So he's still 20 feet away from Zashi.
Cool.
He is trying to reach for that chain, and is probably going to smash your crow buddy who's currently on the other end of the chain when he gets there. It's now Zashi's turn. You have this hyena snapping at you.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to, I think, attack the hyena.
Okay.
Call out to Whistler to get out of the way of the Cyclops, as I
Okay.
I don't want Whistler to die. 17.
That hits.
All right, I will go ahead and smite.
Okay.
So that's
This is not a fiend. This
right.
is an animal.
So 1d8 plus 2 will be the regular damage plus 2d8 radiant. 18 points of damage.
The hyena yips hideously, but it's still up. Hey, stop hurting my doggy!
Then
Your
leave us
funny girl.
alone! I'm
And
allowed
that
to
brings
respond,
us
guys.
to Whistler.
You're muted.
Since I really didn't do it last time, now I'm going to actually cast False Life.
Okay. Is that it? Is that your turn?
I gotta look up what the other part of False Life is. I get like D8 plus something.
+4.
Also, I'm gonna keep holding on to that chain, and I'm gonna say, "Stop, Spot! Stop hurting my doggy!"
Give me a persuasion check, please. With advantage. Yeah, the hyena is not paying attention. Okay, Chris.
I'm going to hit the Cyclops again with Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah. Like what? The voices are back. No.
11 points. Just got to kite it around a little bit.
It kind of pirouettes on its feet and runs the other way. Caster.
I'm gonna disregard and continue hurting its puppy.
Okay.
Ignoring the grappling this time, just straight out doing spins and twirls and launching stones at this thing.
Okay. No. Yeah, you do some spins and twirls. Maybe if you weren't twirling so much, you'd actually be able to hit something.
That's
It looks really impressive. James.
The hyena's running away, right?
No, the Cyclops kind of pirouetted on the ground and started running away. The hyena is actually no longer even grappled and is going to be moved. Is going to have some issues.
I'm gonna zap the hyena then. Oh.
Okay.
I missed the hyena.
Okay. It's now the Cyclops' turn, who will turn back around, like, stop with the voices. They hurt so much, and we'll run back towards you guys, taking the dash action. So now we'll be actually up on Zashi.
Okay.
Which brings us to Zashi.
I'm gonna look up at the Cyclops and go, the voices will come back if you don't leave. And I will stab him in the kneecap.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
And I will use my last smite to hit him.
Okay.
That was a horrible roll. 10 points of damage.
Oh! My knee! He looks at how hurt Spot is, looks at his own knee, stares at a scornful one-eyed look is kind of weird looking, but like he looks at you with disdain, but is also trying to contemplate, is this worth the hassle? It is now the hyena's turn, who will go ahead and actually try to finally attack you.
Alright, so I need to figure out my armor, because I wouldn't be wearing my chainmail right now, because this is in the middle of the night.
What's your dex score?
My dex score is 15.
So you have your AC is 12. Well, no, because you have a shield, right?
Right.
So your AC is 14.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So it bites into your shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and you take 9 points of piercing damage as it bites into your shoulder pretty severely.
Ow! I am not Noms!
Yes,
It is also going to. Does it have anything else it can do? Nope, not really. So it's going to try to chew on you. It's not going to take any kind of other movement. That brings us to Whistler, who's still holding onto this chain.
So I'm not gonna like tug on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, I am, but I'm not like trying to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just giving it like a nice little like jolt, like so it notices.
Mm-hmm.
And I say again, "Spot, stop!" And then I look right at Zashi and I say, "Stop hurting my doggy."
Give me the persuasion check again with advantage. Zashi gets to decide how she reacts to that one, but I still need to know that. It actually starts paying attention to you, and the hyena actually like looks back, looks at the Cyclops standing right next to it, and then looks at you and is looking really confused. And actually, just because his wisdom is so very, very low, the Cyclops is looking at you very, very confused.
This is a date for me.
Chris, you're up.
I'm just going to start yelling out. I'm like, if you just take your dog and go, the voices won't come back, and you'll still have your dog.
Okay.
Can I try to persuade him to lead?
Yeah. Give me a persuasion check. Oh yeah, he's like. We'll have to wait until his turn to figure out how exactly he does this, but he's like, you guys are really confusing. This makes no sense. Like tears start welling up into his eyes. Or actually, you'd rephrase it. That's the first thing any of you guys said that makes any sense. Chester.
Since it sounds like he's complying, Dako's gonna hold his action.
James.
I'm going to try to Eldritch Blast the Cyclops
Okay, you can roll an attack. Yeah, you smack him right in the freaking eye.
Good.
Oh, my eye! Oh, come on. At this point, it's now its turn. He's gonna grab onto the chain. Come on, Spot, let's go. And he turns and starts trying to drag Spot away.
He's kind
Spot
of
is
also
looking
grappling Whistler.
Yeah, and dragging Whistler away, who's basically like dangling from the because he grabs the chain in like the middle, and so Whistler's like dangling over here.
Is he not letting go?
I don't know.
Not right away. I mean, if we're not all up in initiative anymore, yeah, he looks back, dejected, lets go.
He
kind of shuffles back towards the caravan.
The giant looks like it's wandering away.
Yeah,
But
depending
good,
on
because
how
I'm
long it
happy
takes
to-
Whistler to let go, Zashi would actually run up to him and like grab him and ask him to let go. That it's time to go back to the caravan.
I was just about to cast sleep on him.
It doesn't take too long. I mean, he knows he can't fight a Cyclops on his own.
Okay.
I need a nap, and I'm just going to head back.
Check back on. What was his name? Starts with an M.
Macklin?
Yeah, Macklin. Did he make it back to camp all right?
Yeah, he made it back.
I'm gonna tell him to stop wandering off in the middle of the night, and then go back to my wagon that I've claimed.
Okay. Give me a second. Does anyone have their calculator open? Or
No,
have a calculator relative?
I can open one.
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out your guys' XP for that.
1 million XP.
All right, I've got. Come on, computer. I've got the
I just got
calculator
it.
up.
I got it. Thank you, though.
Oh, okay.
That was an easy. I don't know why I was bugging that. There's 5 of you. So each of you get 500 experience points for that.
Oh crap! I forgot to mark it
Did we
down.
get any XP for the other encounter?
Yeah, I thought you guys got that email. You got
176.
I think I messaged everyone.
No,
It's
I
100.
meant. So is it 500 for both the Cyclops and the Devil Dogs?
Oh no, sorry. The Devil Dogs is going to be a story experience. Is calculated into the story XP you get at the when you finally get everybody to the.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we're 3rd level now, right?
When you take a long rest, you'll get a 3rd level.
All right.
Which I think.
Well, except for Chester, won't be because Chester wasn't there for the 176 experience points.
I thought I was getting a solo session to make up for that. This is poop.
You might. You're in chain of
Somebody summon a monster so he can kill it.
Yeah, he could fight that null thing.
How much XP does he get for taking out war orphans?
No touching the war orphans.
And how much XP for making my non-standard class fit on this character sheet somehow? This has been a
Yeah.
What's the standard loot crop for
Anyway.
a widow?
Yeah. So you guys make your way back to the encampment.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the morning of the 5th day. So you still have 3 travel days left. Why don't we do the survival checks for the day of travel, and then your watch is
22 for the day of travel.
okay. Does anyone want to like take James's character's watch so that you don't have a -1 survival?
Mine is
Well,
0, so
Yeah, that's still better than James's.
Yeah, I have a 1.
that's better than a 0.
Yep.
okay, so
Fine. I guess I'll give up my watch.
You are hired.
Okay. I have 2 survival checks. I need Becca's.
Right. Sorry. 22.
Okay. Yeah. You guys have actually a completely non-eventful night. For once.
Long rest.
No one wanders off.
Well, you'd think by now they probably learned. Like eventually, when enough of them die,
oh yeah,
they should get smart.
believe it or not, your survival DCs have been going lower each time somebody dies. Right now, your survival DC is like at 7. Make your watches in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Just don't roll really crappy and you'll be fine.
All right.
So that was the 5th day, so we'll go to the 6th day of travel.
Just don't let James roll.
14.
Okay. Yeah. You get some word that you there's some traffic on the road from Scout. But she's not entirely sure. It's not monstrous. It looks like a bunch of horses have moved through this area very quickly.
Okay.
So you're able to avoid them all right, but that's going to make your survival checks at night higher because she only barely passed. So.
All right. So you want the night survival checks?
Yep. Okay. And now Tucker and Chester.
Still better than a 0.
Okay. The Chester, can you go ahead and roll me? So that one's done. I actually need to delete that encounter. Can you roll me a 1d8 again? Or can you roll me a d8, please? You don't actually... No one wanders off this time. What you do see... Okay, so you hear a very, very weird sound. It's like a bunch of flapping wings and a weird slurping sound, and it's coming from about 500 yards away.
And I'm the only one who sees and hears
Yes,
this?
slurping.
Yeah, because you're the one on watch.
Okay. And I don't see anything via dark vision because it's too far out still.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm gonna kind of grab my spear and ready it for now, and keep my eyes vigilant in that direction for the moment. No sense waking people up if it's nothing.
Okay, so for a little while you don't. The slurping stops after a few minutes, and then another sound as flapping wings start approaching you. As it gets closer in the distance, you can see it's crimson. There's 5 of them. They're crimson colored. They remind you of very large mosquitoes,
Oh, no.
but they're bright red. And instead of having like insect wings, they look more like bats on their wings, but they have the same type of long nose. And they're coming towards you.
So at that point, Daco is going to raise the alarm, yelling for everyone to get on their feet. Bloodsuckers coming. And then he's going to go ahead, spin around, and hurl his spear at the first one to come in range.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. Okay, that hits, and it just pops one of these things like a balloon.
Yay!
Behind them, however, you can see it looks like a giant praying mantis has like a staff in his hand and seems to be like controlling them. But there's 5 of these things and one of these weird praying mantis things.
Awesome. So, how far away is the praying mantis?
He's like 200 feet. The sturges are real close to you guys.
All right. So, as my bonus action, Daco flicks his left wrist, and the gauntlet becomes a small shield.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the rest of his turn.
So you guys have the alarm sounded. You guys coming out to face the mosquito things?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fine.
You're muted again.
I'm just gonna stay in my wagon, leaning out, shooting with my crossbow.
Okay. Can I get attack rolls from anyone with a ranged weapon?
Well, if I use
I'm assuming
my...
you're shooting sturges first.
Yeah.
That hits. You don't even have to roll damage because they have 1 HP each. Stand by. Yoda? Hey, what's up? Okay, I'll get over there and see about it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure that I'll pop the breaker. I'll reset the breaker. All right. It's all good. Bye. Sorry about that. Okay.
So Whistler fired and Zashi threw a dagger.
Okay. So both of you pop these sturge things. I will say, does anyone else have a ranged attack?
I mean, do you want another one from me?
No.
Okay.
You already basically took your action.
I can try to zap him as Eldritch Blast, but I think we all know how well that'll.
Try it anyhow. We believe in you, James.
All right. Hey, you hit it. Go ahead and roll damage. You actually, because you don't have a minimum. Oh no, you do have minimum damage with your Eldritch Blast, right? So, like you do add your Charisma modifier to it. To the damage.
No.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d10. As long as you get 2, you'll pop one. Yeah.
Yes.
No one dies. So only one of them gets close enough to Chester's character to actually attack, because there was 5 of them. And it will try to attack Chester. Or So this giant mosquito thing latches onto your face,
Yeah.
and you take. You take 4 points of piercing damage, and then it starts trying to drain the blood out of your body.
Hope he chokes him like that.
Is there any the figure before seeing his swarm? Basically, I'll die. Kind of ducks behind a cliff and it abandons his last surge.
Okay.
It's Chester. You want to pop it?
Yeah, I would love to pop it. I'm gonna go for basically the reaction was probably to go like this first, and then both hands are gonna swing wide. 2 rocks are gonna float up in the air and smash together to try and smash this thing like between them.
Make an attack roll. Yeah. Okay. You smash this thing. Your face is covered with your own blood as it pops like a mosquito.
Been covered in worse.
Otherwise, they're all dead, and it's just everyone kind of looking at each other like, "Fuck was that?"
Yeah, I'll go collect my dagger and clean it.
Yeah. Taco's just kind of like grabbing the blood, like smearing and flicking on his way over to get his spear.
Zashi will hand you a rag and ask if you're okay.
He'll use the rag, sure.
Y'all gained 20 experience points for that.
Yay! Suppose I should write down that I've gotten Miriam's heart now.
We will go ahead and not have you do survival checks for the last day, just so that we can end it. As you make your way through the last day, you crest over the canyon top, and you overlook a shanty town that's built up around this ruin of a city. A lot of the city has been flooded by the lake. A lot of it's underwater. In the distance, you can see a tower caught in time as it was collapsing. You can subtly make out that things are moving slowly and falling at an impossibly slow speed. The little city around is probably 3 blocks total. Each building is less home and more storefront. At the very offset from the rest of the town, and looking not nearly as hastily constructed, is a large building with a sloping roof, about 3 stories tall. Music playing from it. This is the the town of New Malys. You've made your way with the caravan. You hear cries of joy from the caravan, and that's where we'll pick up tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Sorry, I don't know why I said tomorrow. Next week.
You promised. Too late.
No.
Sweet.
So do we get adventure XP for that?
Yes, you get adventure XP for that. So you guys, I'll award this now so I don't forget. You lost 2 wagons, so you get
Zashi's
2
group
wagons
actually-
and our leader.
yeah.
2 liters.
Well, that'll affect how much you're getting paid.
Don't forget, The murder
We
of
still have a
crows
leader.
also have taken Miriam's wagon, so we've got mining supplies.
We might get more because they probably don't know how much they promised us.
That's exactly how that works.
Yeah.
I will try to talk her into it.
Sorry, give me a second. So you all get 200 experience points for getting the caravan here,
Yay.
and then you get an additional 200 for the devil dog fight.
Sweet.
Nice.
So we should get 920 for the session.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And we've taken at least one long rest.
Gold will have, because normally you would have gotten 75 gold. The party would have gotten 75 gold for each wagon that made it. However, you guys are gonna have to renegotiate that because that's part of you losing the leader.
Yeah, we're gonna have to negotiate.
However, Macklin does provide to Whistler, and you can say this because you were the one who, because he promised you, he gives you an extra 100 gold for saving his life.
That's poop. My guys were watching his caravan.
And technically, I did take my payment because I took the.
Oh yeah, that's right. You took the pearl. So
Next time my guys aren't watching his caravan. Poop. This wagon's on its own.
inside your guys' gold. Now that, and this is up to you guys, and we'll discuss it next week with your how you guys divvy it up. Inside your chest of gold is 5,400 gold for your company. Your mercenary company. That is your stash, basically.
Who's in charge of our mercenary company?
You'll have to discuss that. Your former leader is dead.
Yep. Zashi would like to.
The second in command is Kalevi Kruk, the guy who's been watching your supplies, but he doesn't really. He's more of an accountant than anything else, so he's not.
Yep. I would like to put forth to the group that we start an adventuring guild.
We will pick this up next week.
Just something.
Or we use that money to hire a bunch of patrolling boys and run this town.
All right. Thank you all. I'm going to go ahead and sign off.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Where is my...